Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I will be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 36 of our Anglophile achievement run here as Great Britain. Today, hopefully, we'll find ourselves in another war, because, honestly, this kind of came out of nowhere, but everyone's leaving the coalition. Well, I mean, kind of nowhere, but also we've waited a few years, and that's what happens when you wait a few years. So, on the bright side, we managed to get ourselves out of the giant possible death spiral, which is great. That means we can also move all of our diplomats towards getting claims and making more people upset, which of course was kind of what happened here in the first place. But we don't talk about that, because what we're gonna do is probably go in against Castile and Portugal. I was thinking it's time to take those colonies once again, and if we can get a full annexation on Portugal, which is quite possible, I think, we can check down here. Actually, no, we can't. I absolutely lied to you. Anyways, we can get a pretty decent amount of colonies from Portugal, and I mean, I suppose we could just eventually get the full annex, but not that soon, not as soon as we might like. On the bright side, though, we could also take stuff from Castile in the same war. Not very much stuff, although yeah, we can take Canada. That's true. We can take that stuff back, which is really good. In fact, I might. Because it happens to be that France actually has claims. But on Asturias, which is weird. Actually, no, they have a claim. What do you have claims on? I'm a little bit confused, actually. Asturias, Vizcaya. Okay, yeah, this one makes sense. Because you have this. Oh, right, yes, of course, it's right here. Vizcaya would be the best one for France. Bringing the Commonwealth would be fine. We could mess with Europe just a little bit more. Let's see how Castile's actually doing right now. We can just check by scrolling down slightly. Castile, 37,000 troops, not really all that good. Portugal looking a little far behind with the 20,000 only. Wouldn't be so bad. I would definitely want to do it with two, what do you call these things? Armies, those ones. So, I could also, of course, go in for the war here against Mombasa, Yemen, and Ajuran. Your tech 17, 15, and 16 respectively. I'm tech 17, so of course we'd fight Yemen, bring them out of the war first. Is there a coalition thing here? Oh, right, there's still a coalition. I forgot that was even a thing still. I didn't expect anyone to still be in it, so... Right. Forgot that was a thing. Anyway, colony in Benguela done. We're just going to finish up this whole area. Just to make it look a little bit pretty, because we don't have to do more colonizing for the rest of the game. We just sort of have to sit on what we have, and, I mean, really there's not much left to do unless we go to India, of course. Which we might want to take a look at, really. Especially Bengal for round 2. Round 2 will come eventually. Andhra is allied with Vijayanagara, actually, who is pretty big and spicy and not really fun to deal with. The total states I can have are 40, and I do have quite a number. Suppose we could go with Somaliland just fine, with no problems. Over here, boop boop. It's pretty good development, actually, surprisingly enough for what it is. What does that make, like a 35 total? It's okay. It's not garbage, at least. And it allows me to use a bit of my admin, which is good. But yeah, if we were to fight someone like Mombasa, we'd have to get the claim first of all. Next we have the possibility of a war with Castile to take Canada, and I guess just more Iberia stuff, especially the stuff up here. We do want to take this, but it's a little bit close to this whole debacle, which just happened. So I don't know if I'm really willing to do that, we'll see. Mostly colonies and Iberia, and just not touching anything else from there. Potentially pieces of Italy. They have done a lot in Italy, actually, so we might want to go and do that. We'll see. So you guys are... Yeah, you guys are fine here. That's totally okay. Should I do that? Probably. I was thinking we should colonize at least one thing somewhere. We could just go back to Australia for one colony just to make that a little bit faster. We could also do some colonies over here if we wanted to, but these are relatively useless to take. Nothing left in Newfoundland over here. Mexico is just making its way down. They're just going on. Why is the culture... Did American culture spawn in Mexico? That's a little bit cursed, I think. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Yeah, there's American culture here, and they're spreading it. In fact, I think American is the primary culture now of Mexico. I think they just changed it. Yeah, they did. English isn't even the primary... That's so weird. Okay, I guess they got an event. That's probably what that is. An event changes it to the primary culture. That's interesting. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Okay, I'm confused, but not really that concerned about it. It doesn't make a difference. What we can do here is really easy. We can also just, of course, very simply raise one more regiment. Send one of these regiments. Sorry, let's send actually two of them to start off with. We can grab ourselves also another one of these things. September is rolling around. Need the years to go by pretty fast just so we can finish this campaign. So I'm going to be doing a lot of speed 5 really. Because to get the Anglophile achievement, you have to do a few things. And a few of those things require, like, literally the Enlightenment, which is another 80 years down the road. I think. Yeah, it is. Good lord. So the Enlightenment, for the last 80 years. The Industrial Revolution, of course, also as well. We can literally complete this entire tree, except for these two, before the Enlightenment happens. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the intention. I wouldn't imagine so, because it's not the best design, in my opinion. But it's not really designed with a YouTube series in mind, probably. It's designed for the game, so... I guess it makes sense when you put it like that. Okay, so we have reason to go to war over here with, what's-his-face? Castile. So we'll move those troops. I haven't really been doing much when I should have been. So first will be the war with Castile. Okay, simple as that. We're going to grab our fleet here, who's not very... Oh, actually, no, they do have good maneuver. Bring them to here, right? You can stand there, no problem. Losing innovativeness, which means boop, boop, boop. All these done, which is great, because we can take the next idea group. I think I said that would be diplomatic, because we get diplomats, and diplomats are nice, as well as relations. You know, what is it, an extra... You get extra relations, am I wrong? Yeah, we get one extra relation. There you go, that's something. And we can use that to, I don't know, take more vassals in the HRE and stuff like that. So, we'll go with diplomatic ideas, as well as, of course, province war score. It's very nice. There you go. More unit types as well. That is our cavalry and cannons. Okay, one cavalry and one type of cannon makes my life much easier, rather than trying to decide between the two arbitrary things we get during every other tech. Oh, to innovativeness and glass. Nice. Rebel Uprising Bengal. There really shouldn't be much of that, but just in case, we'll sort of ask them to stop a little bit. We also have things like... Sorry, I don't want to have that open. I'm like, what am I looking at? I haven't seen this in years. No, it's just, I want to make these company things over here. Because we haven't so far, and we definitely could. So the trade power, of course, is a big one. Army tradition's a big one. Ship costs. This is good, this is good, this is good. Just take a bunch of these things here. And that'll be good. Supply limit doesn't matter as much. Production efficiency is good. I think I might take that one, actually. We don't need the manpower or sailors. But that should help us out a little bit, of course, with the trade steering, actually. In fact, that might have brought us back up to 71%. 74, okay, we have 71. The total is 74 now, so it is an increase of 3%. More being moved towards the Cape of Good Hope, which in the end probably only calculates like 1% extra being moved actually towards the channel here, but yeah, I mean, not really actually. It only goes through two things here. This is 100% moves down, and this is 95% pushes forward, so it might even be worth more than I think. A lot more than I think, actually. This is actually done as well, and can be added. So this should increase slightly the next month, I think. Just give it a quick check. No, it's still 95. It just increased our influence slightly, of course. We can start off hitting this button and start going down this whole thing. Rebel Uprising. Bengal probably won't do much, which is good. We do have more spy network stuff here. The ships aren't back yet, which is a little bit of a shame. Of course, they're going to take a little while, so that's understandable. In fact, where are the ships right now? Making their way. Okay. Not bad. They're going to take a little while to actually get back to Europe. Of course, that's why I want to start making a second, what do you call it? A second navy, a second fleet, sorry. Navy's the whole thing, but a second fleet for over here, just to transport things, and have slight offensive capabilities. We do have room for an extra, like, 70 ships, 76 ships, really. Do I have any debuffs to ship costs right now? Or am I talking about a different not let's play, but a different cost or whatever? Just inflation, that's it. We do have high inflation for some reason. Well, I know what the reason is. Taking money from people. But anyways, we're going to start off building ourselves. Apparently we've lost our flagship, or am I losing it? Yeah, we lost our flagship apparently. Okay. I don't know who that was, but someone apparently deleted our flagship, which sucks. Okay. What we can do for that instead is, of course, we can just go for... I think what's considered the best one is... we're looking for Fleet Blockade, really good. Movement speed is really good, and, well, less movement speed, more morale and engagement with. I don't know about that engagement with, really. Or, naval engagement with... Where is that? Combat with, force defense... I can't speak English for some reason. I guess it's just not really gonna tell me for some reason. Yeah, that's a little bit weird, but okay. Apparently it's not on here. I don't know if engagement with really does that much. Those guys coming, we have to make sure that we see them first. Would I prefer fleet movement speed over that? Because engagement with, I'm pretty sure, is just adding 3 ships into the front row, which can have its advantages. True, if I actually know what the engagement with is in the first place, but I think I'd prefer movement speed, actually. And we're gonna name the ship. Ooh, success is nice. Let's call it... There's not much we can call it. The Three Kings. Hey, that sounds pretty nice. Okay, we'll call it the Three Kings, because why not? Okay, so we'll start production on our flagship over here. Other than that, obviously we need to go for more conversion. And we have a lot of, I think, galleons to create over here, as well as merchantmen. Let's start with the merchantmen. We're going to want to produce 45 over here. Maybe 50, or maybe even 60, just for, you know, future-proofing. So that we don't have to increase much more in the future. That also includes areas like over here we can slap down a few of. So that is 27, 8, 9... Wow, we don't have much to build with over here. Okay, so that's 29, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're missing like 2, which would be really nice, but we don't have the room for. One over here and one over here, right? That kind of counts. We're using all the closest areas that we have here, so we're doing what we can. Also, these guys can just drill because we're not going to be declaring this war soon. We're much sooner going to declare war on Castile. French particularists, we can get rid of those quickly. France, I believe, is also not in debt. Never mind, I lied. France is always in debt, but I'm happy to pay them off because it's basically extra force limit. Yeah, France having those extra units is actually really helpful to me. So I think we'll set a good annexation date for maybe around 40 years down the road. We still have a lot left in this game to do, and France is still useful as it is, so I'll keep them around for a while. The fleet's finally back. We'll board the boys on, and we'll send them over to Porto, I suppose. There we go. France is bringing all the boys together, which is good. Building a lot of units. Now we're capped on manpower, which I don't like to do, if you know anything about me, so... We're gonna go for Take Vizcaya, bring it down to speed 3, and we're gonna begin this war. Of course, obviously starting with Vizcaya. The units will come soon enough. But I want to get this war started, so... First of all, we can grab another religious action, mercantilism, because it's basically the same thing as diplomatic power, which we can use on anything else for a higher effectiveness. The ships can be brought over, go into Porto. I'm sure they'll try and attack Porto. Or maybe not. I lied. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Repair damaged ships, send these ones out. How many units are we looking at here? Not too many, which is good. Revolts. Ah, the French peasantry. Revolting, you know, classic France, but... Come on. Right now? Really? At least I paid off their debt. That doesn't mean they didn't immediately go back into more, though. We don't really know. Now, Navarra's on the mountains, which means I can easily be slapped here. And I don't know if I want to be slapped here. But if I'm fast enough, we will be fine, so... Depends on if we will be fast enough. We can also go to Leon. Why are there so many, like, mountain forts in here? I really don't like it. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. There's nothing much else for this fleet to do. I suppose they could just do nothing, actually. They don't need to do anything. Newfoundland will do fine enough, taking over Canada. The 13 colonies in British Mexico, if they ever have to cross here, should be fine enough against Portuguese Mexico, who has... Portuguese Mexico, 12,000. That doesn't really work like that. And British Mexico, I don't know, not really even that many, but whatever. It's fine, I'm sure. Let me turn on the good music, actually. Conflict in the Caribbean, turn it up slightly, and let's go. Speed 3 takes a little while. Let's speed 4, actually. We'll just have to play reactively here. So far, so good. They're looking like they're going to walk past it, which is great for us. Yeah, Portugal's coming down here. I kind of want to grab them before they notice that we're coming for them. Population in Luanda, which is great. Does that finish things? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not at all. This is done, though. Sorry, it's not done. This is doing well, is what I meant to say. Doing pretty okay. So this area's fine for us. We don't need to touch anything else over here either. Other colonies, I guess, could be done in areas like this, especially right here. Maybe the top end of Australia, and maybe over here, just to, you know, trying to get them to do something, because they're not doing much. Well, they're colonizing too, actually, which is good enough. This area has gold, which is weird, but okay. Alright then. Okay, so. Come on. Ooh, we didn't quite grab the right Portugal, but we grabbed some part of Portugal. Might want to go and siege down Leon as well. Nope, and we lost ourselves a few extra things here. First of all, our guy over here. I can't really promote you, though. So, and a level 2 is not that great. I'd prefer level 3 just because we're rich and I want points. Ooh. Oh, you guys attached my... Oh, sorry, not attached. You guys attacked my trading fleet like heathens. I can't imagine why you do something like that. Oh, shoot, and there's also the glitch. I hate the glitch. Where they retreat, but they retreat, and then they come immediately back out, because they're still on the mission, so they just go immediately back and forth all over the place. Stupid. Absolutely dumb. Okay, now where's my... Did I ever make that... That one flagship? It's still being built over here? Okay, good. For a second I was afraid I built it here and I was being dumb, but... No, not in this case. So that's done, we can go to Burgos. We're gonna go and slap them over here, just to get rid of them. There we go, quick stack wipe, easy things. I don't want to hit the button for this because... Well, we do have a while, I might as well do something. That didn't help at all, in fact, we dropped down by a little bit too. That's great. It's a solid time. I don't know if there are any ships around here, but I'm a little bit cautious. I don't know if there are, I don't know if there aren't. I don't really want to stick around and see if there are or not. So I'm just going to keep the ships in bay, just keep them alive, really. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let me go and bring you down here. Try and keep this alive. Yeah, they broke siege like a bunch of idiots. Nice job. You dummies. Okay, now give me that stack wipe. We're gonna head down to here, grab another one, hopefully. Looking for another stack wipe, if I may. We'll head down to Huesca, actually. Oh, maybe we'll go into here. Just kick Aragon back out. We never even took Vizcaya, by the way, which is dumb of us. We should probably just... and then do that. And then when it's done, of course, they can go back and do whatever. France, we should be having everyone on, like, siege and stuff, so we can finish the war as soon as possible. We'll bring these guys down here, just to deal with something like this. Wrap around. 2nd of February, we might have a slight disadvantage on this one, but we should be fine. Easy stack wipe over and over and over again. We'll bring these guys back up, of course. Have them run away a little bit. These guys haven't recovered morale in literal months, but they're just doing fine. Do have this new trade good ivory, which is great, and we can grab another one of these things, which is great. Okay, nice. Capital, still Lisboa, right? Yeah, okay. Sometimes they change it for unknown reasons. Sometimes they don't, for better reasons. We'll take this real quick and actually get a morale tick. There you go. The second one would do even better, but we'll stick with what we can get. Now let's go and try and get rid of that real quick. These guys should probably stick together. I don't know where they went, actually. Up here. That's where they went. So we'll just move over. These guys are just chilling, so they'll go back into here and await the other guys. We go protect trade in Lübeck because it's much safer together like that. The plantations are done, which is good. A lot of ships, but we can't really group them because I'm afraid they'll die. Oh, that's what's going on, huh? We'd have to go all the way through here. I guess that's what they had to do as well. Or no, they got free access through here, but who are they getting access through? Or is it just like the fort? It might just be the fort, which would make a lot more sense. We'll go down to here. Keep slapping a few troops around, because that's all we can do. From Castile, what I'd like to take is probably, of course, Canada. Clearly. If I can do something to Portugal, though, I would like to take... Oh, I can't have you concede Mexico? Really? I can do a lot of things, but ceding Mexico is not one of them, apparently. So we'd actually have to take this stuff. Which is not a problem. New Portugal, we can actually just steal. Literally just take it. Ooh! The Cambridge Symposium. Okay. Splendid. Okay, right. Symposiums do really, really nice things. Forgot that was a mechanic, of course. This should be done easily enough. I mean, it's like a level 2 fort. Yeah, easy. Done. We'll head in through here and try and beat Spain up. Oh, especially over in Antwerpia. Because that's kind of a problem. That's fine. I admire your boldness, your braveness here, but I don't know if that was really a good decision. Don't know about that one, honestly, but okay. We can move you up here into 2 of these locations. I might want to just try and cut them off. I could also go and siege down Toledo, which might be a good idea. These guys do move pretty quick. We also have the 3 Kings, our very nice flagship here. After Castle for fleet morale, we have fleet movement speed and fleet blockade impact on siege, which we can use very conveniently right now, actually, to get ourselves a permanent, basically the permanent bonus from the Age of Reformation. That's kind of what that is, which is really nice. Extra diplomatic relation to solve that problem, which will save ourselves a little bit more Diplo per month. We can also just do this for the fun of it. Break down the walls. Just so we can grab the siege a little bit faster. Castile's not doing so well. They're not very happy about what's going on here. And neither are my particularists, apparently. Of course, that would be because I revoked autonomy on a lot of places. So the chances of this rising up... 24.9 chance of it. Wow, that's really goddamn high. It would be 43,000. That's not actually that much. That's smaller than one of my usual armies. It's likely to maybe rise up in Trondelag, which is going to be up here, actually. Don't know why they're so upset. Oh, of course, we're converting. Makes a bit of sense. Just a little bit. Also, we've cornered Castile here. They can't leave, so we'll go with that. I also noticed they have, like, the most disgusting morale on the planet. Like, I didn't mention that, because I was like, I probably just haven't gotten many morale ticks. But no, it's actually just the fact that Castile has some of the most disgusting morale I have seen in a long time. I would like to give a massive shout out to the following amazing patrons. In the $1 tier, we have Quiet Guy, Quaggersol, Rising Runner, and Dylan M. In the $5 tier, we have Mezid Max. And in the $20 tier, we have Chewy Shoot. You guys are doing an amazing job helping me to move this channel forward, and I cannot possibly thank you enough.